Something that has greatly disappointed me since I've been living here is the amount of coonery that I've seen in Tokyo. And sorry to say, but it's mainly from black men from America. The way that I have to watch y'all treat me and my fellow black sisters like shit, but treat the Japanese women all delicately like they're special flowers is insane. The amount of times that I've met black men from America who give people the N-word here is crazy.
Babe, did we order this food? Or did you cook this? Did you really cook it? This looked like it's... I didn't see you cook this. I think we ordered this, right? Oh my God. Thank you.
The news landscape regarding Passport Bros has been pretty quiet lately. I've noticed that there's virtually no new news articles or internet articles or anything on the Passport Bros at this point. My guess is it's probably because summer's over and, they just don't have much to really, talk about. I mean, there are some Passport Bros who are traveling all year long. It's just that the news preferred to focus on it during the summer because during the summer, that's when you had like the majority of the vacations and the vacation videos, the triggering vacation videos coming out and triggering, the American strags and whatnot. So I'm not going to make this too long because, as you know, YouTube, it took them a little while to catch on to, the Passport Bros. And what YouTube basically does is they demonetize or they try to, they try to force manual reviews of all Passport Bro videos. And the way I've seen it, there's no point in putting a lot of effort into Passport Bros content anymore. The time for that was really during January through about spring break of earlier this year. If you were putting together Passport Bro content, you would have probably noticed your viewership and the numbers that you were getting were much, much higher then. And, I made the best revenue from YouTube during that time. And then I noticed that it slowly started trickling off. But bottom line is, this was one of the most recent news stories that I saw. Passport Bros introduces the game-changing airdrop of Bros token. Now, first of all, you already know how I feel about cryptocurrency. I think it's a Ponzi scheme. I think it's a waste of money. I think, if you get into some of these things really early, you might be able to cash out with a profit. But for the most part, I don't see the logic of changing US dollars into tokens and then having it on these platforms and these exchanges where there's a danger that you could basically lose all the money that you put into it. Furthermore, I used to follow a lot of original and initial Passport Bros who would be overseas, some of which were hawking for Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. And then when I saw Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash decline in value severely, more than 60% of their money was lost, then they stopped talking about it almost overnight, almost entirely. They stopped talking about it. We already have digital money. We've got credit cards, we got debit cards. And some people might say, I don't let the government know what I'm paying for. But the thing about it is they are involved in cryptocurrency and they absolutely do know what you're using that cryptocurrency for. Everything's traceable. That's one of the points, that everything be registered, everything is digitized, everything is traceable. So it's like, if you really think that you're, carrying crypto around and nobody knows what you're spending or where you're spending it, you're like fooling yourself. But that it is what it is. So anyway, it says Passport Bros, a leading platform, has unveiled the highly anticipated airdrop program for the Bros token, poised to redefine the cryptocurrency landscape. This revolutionary initiative allows participants to collect free Bros tokens worth up to $25 through a two-tiered referral system. Goes to London, UK, September 25th. With the new developments, Passport Bros introduces the game-changing airdrop token. Let me keep going. The genesis of Bros token. In a rapidly evolving digital world, Bros token aims to redefine the way we think about decentralized finance. social connections, and financial empowerment. Established by an extraordinary team of blockchain experts, financial analysts, and tech wizards, Bros Token is more than just a digital asset. It's a community-centric project designed to bring financial freedom with everybody's reach. All right, first of all, let me just say this. I've attended MLM meetings before. I have attended, Primerica, Prepaid Legal, a couple of them. And whenever I hear them talk about financial freedom, that right there tells me they're full of shit. In this society, it's like short of you being extremely, extremely cash wealthy, there's no such thing as financial freedom. There just isn't. Every dollar you spend is tracked. Every purchase you make is targeted with ads. They know what you're doing. It's like when they talk about, it's funny, when you go to these MLMs and these pyramid schemes, first of all, the whole point is not to get just your money. The whole point is to find out who are your friends and who are you associated with and to get their money too. So they always ask, oh, yeah, do you have any friends you want to bring in on this? And they're always trying to get you to make referrals, and even Coinbase, I've noticed, does that. Robinhood too. And if you can refer friends, you get like a couple of tokens or something like that. It's like, guys, you're not fooling it. You're not fooling me. I'm sorry, you're not. But bottom line is, this is just what it is. It says our airdrop program is built to be a game changer. For starters, each individual can collect free tokens worth up to $25 through 2 levels of referrals. You see, and by the way, I didn't read this before I got on here and made the video. It's like I already pretty much know what to expect before I even get into it because I see what this is. At its very basis, cryptocurrency is a Ponzi scheme. It even with, you look at the Bitcoin, look at the market right now for crypto. I remember all these people going so wild over XRP. Oh yeah, we won the lawsuit. Where's XRP now? It's not even 50 cents. The shit's like it's not even like 45 cents. It's like 44 or something right now. It's like, that day, the cryptocurrency can't win when the Federal Reserve is raising interest rates. The national debt has added over like $500 billion to the national. They've added $500 billion to the national debt within the last couple of months. It's like they're not putting out stimulus checks, no welfare checks. Interest rates are sky high. It's like, come on. It's like you can forget it. It's over. It's just over. I mean, when was the last time you even heard somebody talk about NFTs? It's like that ship of Ponzi it's just sailed. It's gone. It's over. It's done. But anyway, why participate? Now, see, this is where we're getting to the important part. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck should I take my cash dollars and change them into tokens? All right. It says the Bros token is not just another token. It's an asset expected to appreciate exponentially, especially as we approach our seed round, with prices expected to soar from an initial 10 cents to $5 upon exchange listing. The scope for potential gains raises from 50x. Now they start talking about X's. It's like whenever I see, yeah, you can make 100 times your money. It's like, come on, man, really? Really? Even Bitcoin's not doing that right now. And Bitcoin is global, and it's not doing that right now. Bitcoin is sitting below 28. It's like, come on, really? Referral program, the gift that keeps on giving. Yes, please refer to us as many people as you can. The Bros referral program is ingeniously designed to add value at every level. We want to make sure that as you share, you earn. The 2-tier system ensures that you earn not just from your direct referrals, but also from their subsequent referrals. Gee, what does that sound like to you? Kind of reminds me of this whole theory about something that had to do with the 16th level of something. Yeah. Participants are encouraged to be active in our vibrant Telegram community. And one of the reasons why they love Telegram is because it's very difficult to communicate anywhere else. If you use Facebook Messenger, if you use Google, what is it called, Hangouts or something, most of these chat rooms and chat groups and most of these things, the artificial intelligence sensors and monitors aren't very good or they're non-existent. So they always try to get you to come to one of these damn chat groups where there's almost nothing there monitoring you, right? And Telegram just happens to be one of them. And it's like, nah, I'm sorry, we're not falling for it. But anyway, as part of our contest, users who add 2 friends daily to our Telegram group stand a chance to win $1,000 in cash at the end of the airdrop. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Then it talks about the seed round. You can read most of this yourself because it's like most of this is just not interesting. Nowhere in this entire thing, because you're already reaching the conclusion, nowhere in here does it talk about why you should be exchanging your US dollars for Bros tokens. Nowhere in here does it say anything about that. So, this is what it is. And my skepticism, I have no FOMO, but I'm full of skepticism, especially when you can't explain the utility or the value of this. 'Cause you know how like when they saw that they were losing money, remember how they said, oh yeah, well, I'm going to start focusing on utility coins and tokens instead of value and growth coins and tokens. It's like, dude, you're going to lose money either way. What are you doing? But this is what it is. It's like, I'll say this. If you're a passport bro, the smartest thing you can be doing, if you're living abroad in another country, the smartest thing that you can do is have American dollars, whatever the limit that you're allowed to carry is, you have American dollars, and you exchange that for the foreign currency. And the reason why I say that is because when you have American dollars in hand, when I was in Maldives, they were giving you more than the value of the exchange rate for your US dollars. And a lot of countries are so desperate to get their hands on American dollars that that's usually what will end up happening. They'll pay you higher than the exchange rate, whatever it is. But as for these tokens and everything, you put your money into that. Where can you even use that? Some of these countries, they don't accept that shit. Not only that, they're not even sophisticated enough to accept it, even if they did. So it's really a bad idea. Ultimately, I really believe going abroad, you're better off using a credit card. And the reason why is because if you use a credit card or even if you use a debit card, first of all, they usually typically have to check these things against your passport, which means that even if you lost your credit card or debit card, somebody else might not actually be able to use it because they wouldn't be able to, especially if you're talking about a PIN number on a card. But the reality is, it's like this crypto shit is pretty, like first of all, a lot of countries are not allowing you to use it in some cases. In some cases, they banned this shit. But I have seen nothing that tells me about why you should be exchanging your money for tokens. Now, I'm sure there's somebody who'll pop up and try to explain why you should be exchanging money for tokens. But the only reason I could think of why you would want to change your money to crypto when you go abroad is simply because there's a 10,000 US dollar limit when you get on a plane. And if you've ever had $10,000 in your hand, which I have, it's a thick envelope worth of cash, but it's not something you couldn't hide in a jacket pocket. But the thing about it is most people don't want to do that because, there's always the possibility that if you go through airport security that they could check you and then they could find it. Now, you got to remember, the limit is $10,000, right? But with crypto, the argument that I've heard them make is that, you could have $10 million on you and nobody would know. You could have that like a hard storage wallet or something like that. But in this case, you're talking about these tokens, a newly formed token. And I'm just sorry. I'm just not feeling it. And the thing about it is, if you did have that kind of money, I'm pretty sure you'd probably feel safer having that kind of money in a bank account that's FDIC insured. That's where I keep the majority of my money, and I've never, ever had a problem. And even a couple of times, I've suffered from, debit card number fraud or something, where somebody gets your numbers alone and then they make some charges against your account. But for the most part, all it took was one call to the bank, no money out of my own pocket. I was refunded, and the case was put under investigation, and I never lost a dime. So me personally, watching these people who are losing like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars from crypto fraud and NFT fraud and token fraud, it's like, nah, no thank you. I'm really not that interested.
I recently went to a club and this black guy was asking me how my experience is here dating, and I was telling him, and then he was like, well, I'm in heaven here because, you know, they like fetishize us, so they be worshiping us and doing whatever the fuck we want, so I'm in heaven. What? None? Or the black men that'll be talking to me, and then when we get done, they're like, I enjoyed the conversation, you're so cool, I love black women, I worship black women, I wish there was more in Tokyo, and then we'll go over to their Japanese girlfriend and then talk shit about us. When black American men get over here, the coonery be on 10. Y'all need to pipe down because they do not give a fuck about y'all.
Look at this food right here. What's that right there? What's
Blue cheese.
blue cheese? You make that from scratch?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Is this what it means? Well, this is why people want to be a passport, bro? So we can get good food? Babe, why you dating a passport, bro?
I don't know.
Am I a bad guy?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
To be continued.